One of these webcams costs $149, one costs $169, and one of these costs $199, all filmed in the exact same room with the exact same lighting. Pause the video and tell me which one actually looks the best, because what surprised me is the most expensive one wasn't my favorite. Today we're going to put three popular webcams to the test: the Razer Kiyo V2, the Elgato Facecam 4K, and the Logitech 4K Brio. I'll reveal which is which at the end, but first, let's test them properly. As a quick disclaimer, I do want to say that I was gifted the Razer Kiyo V2. I was also gifted the Elgato last year. The Logitech I bought with my own money, but as always, I'm going to keep this honest. This isn't sponsored. They have no idea what I'm going to say. So yeah, let's get into the review. Okay, so this is my MacBook Pro's webcam, just for y'all to get a base of what this is. So as you can see, my MacBook is super old. I can't wait to upgrade. But as you can see, it's super grainy. I mean, I still use this for some meetings if it's not like a super important meeting. Sometimes you don't need to see all the details of my face. You know what I mean? You can still see a little bit. But yeah, this is my MacBook Pro's camera. And then let me show you with studio lighting. Boom. Okay, it's gonna change right now. Right now. Looks so much better already with light. So yeah, you can kind of see the difference there. This is my Elgato Facecam 4K in natural lighting. Very similar colors to my MacBook Pro webcam. You know, when it comes to my skin tone and my hair and my sweater, I will say there's more detail here. It's more sharpened just because my MacBook shoots in like 720p. The Razer Kiyo V2, you can see the difference in my skin tone, my hair color, my sweater. It's not all one color, so the colors feel more accurate. It's also very sharp. And then we have the Logitech 4K Brio. It said, "Let there be light." So it is a very bright image, the brightest of all the images. I will say though, for my skin tone, you do see a difference in like my skin tone and my hair, similar to the Kia. This back is super blown out. I'm actually surprised this is happening because I use my Logitech all the time. But yeah, this is giving blown out. But I guess I usually use it with light. So with light, it's chill. But that's good to know. You know, when it comes to different webcams, lighting, that is the secret to making it look good. Some really great lighting. So for the round of natural lighting, I will give it to the Razer Kiyo V2. The reason why is I feel like it did a good job of the background, making sure they could still see some of like the detail in it. It wasn't super washed out. And I also think the colors were good, like my skin tone and things like that. That it is one that if I'm in natural lighting, I could plug in and go. So this is the Elgato Facecam 4K with my studio lighting. So this is what the image looks like. And this is what the Razer Kiyo V2 looks like with one light source. Okay, so this is my Logitech Brio with studio lighting. Okay, okay. So which one do y'all think won this round? I feel like the Elgato is very cool toned, it's cinematic. The Razer Kiyo V2, it's bright, vibrant colors. And then the Logitech Brio, the background is very bright, but I kind of don't mind it. I feel like I look very glowy. It's kind of Disney princess kind of vibe. Okay, y'all, so I actually have to redo this test just because I messed up. For the Elgato, I did not turn on HDR. For the Logitech, HDR was already on. And then for the Kio, I actually need a Windows in order to use their software. It's not compatible with MacBook yet. So I'm going to redo this test. I actually think I might be getting another webcam soon. So definitely subscribe for the updated test. But I still wanted to share this footage because I think it is still fascinating to see one, the power of HDR since my Logitech did have that on. And then also just to see more of the colors of what the different webcams bring if you forget to turn that feature on like I did. So this is the Elgato Facecam 4K in low lighting. Being honest, I wouldn't use this in low lighting. This works best with studio lighting. I tried to put myself towards the window as well. Okay, so this is the Logitech Brio in low lighting. I will say this one's a little bit better than the Elgato just because you can see more of the features on my face. It is like adjusting as I move and all that stuff. This is the Razer Kiyo V2 in low lighting. The way it goes in my head is for low lighting, Logitech wins, then this Kiyo, then the Elgato. I will say I think you can just see a little bit more with the Kiyo than you do with the Elgato, but if I'm in terrible lighting, I'm grabbing my Logitech. And now this is gonna be the Elgato Facecam 4K movement test. Yo, 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 what it do? Ooh, ooh. It's just me and my friends doing crazy stuff. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Razer Kiyo V2, and let's do a movement test. What's going on, chat? Yo, W's in the chat. W's, W's. I have no idea how this is doing, but I will check the footage. This is the Logitech Brio movement test. Hey, chat. How's it going, chat? Yeah. Yeah, W's in the chat. I'm Kai Nat. Okay, let me stop. So for the movement test, I will give it to the Elgato. I was doing a lot and I feel like it was able to like focus on me and it wasn't like blurry. It didn't have any like focusing issues. So I'll give it to the Elgato. So for design, I have to give it to the Razer Kiyo V2. I just love this privacy shutter. There's so many creeps online that you can just like close that. I feel like that's so important in 2026. That is so nice because my Logitech Brio, it has an attachment they can put on top for it to work as like a privacy cover, but I lose it sometimes. It also comes in pink. Not a lot of webcams come in pink, so that's another design choice I love. And then this rotation. I mean, depending on the type of content you make, I think that would be so helpful so you can see that creator's entire world. This rotates, y'all. Like, that's actually really cool. And the other two do not rotate. In second place for design, I'll give it to the Elgato just because it does support lens filters. It's the only one to support lens filters. I think it's cool you can customize it to get the look that you want. Design wise, I also want to point out that the Elgato does not come with a built in microphone, so you'll have to use an external microphone. This has never bothered me just because I felt like webcam microphones aren't that good, anyways, so I use an external one, but I do want to point that out just in case that's something you need. In last place for design, the Logitech, only because I have to use an attachment in order to use it with my computer, and with the other two, they're both USB-C to USB-C, so I don't need an attachment. Can you tell which is which? This is the Elgato Facecam 4K. This one is the Logitech 4K Brio. This one was the Razer Kiyo V2. So if you were buying a new webcam in 2026, which one would you buy?